Hey, Super Chaos 5 here with some more Insanity Mass Effect. Let's get this show on the road. And I'm gonna forget the key bindings, as always. Ah, yes, I was gonna go talk to the annoying council. Okay. Per request, I'm gonna
Come
let
on.
the talking
Udine is
happen.
presenting the Quarians' evidence to the council.
I'll just mute myself while this is
Eden
going
Prime
on.
was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
You know, I'm really hoping that this stuff, since I'm not talking over it, doesn't get flagged with,
Saren thinks it can bring back
Listen
the
to what you're saying.
Saren
Saren wants to bring back the
stuff
machines
Sorry.
that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
Not really, because they cover their tracks, you dope.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
Except that they make
This
that
is
mistake all the
different.
time.
You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
You're being a little too aggressive.
A fleet cannot track down one man.
There we go.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region. Keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
It's not
Or
all
it could
about
trigger a
humans.
war with the Terminus systems.
There you go.
We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Send
I
me.
can take Saren down.
The Commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
I have a kitty on my mouse. Hopefully there's no combat anytime soon.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
Thank you.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Yay, I think.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Booyah.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Still a jerk on Udina.
I thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
And a level up. Are you willing to talk to me? Probably not yet, because I don't technically have a ship yet. Worth a shot, though.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants.
Hey, cool, I did get it.
Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
I appreciate that.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Is something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though.
Yay, side quest.
I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship.
Thank you.
Maybe you can get some answers.
Did I scan this one? Probably. Yep. Okay. Onwards.
I just want to ask a couple of questions.
And he's already back to his little talkie-talkie. I'm gonna walk there myself just in case I find something. You know how it can be. Every now and then you run into... Oh.
I hope he's okay.
Who are you?
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid.
I'm not sure I
that
remember
usually
this
means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure,
As a loud car goes
or
by in the
they were
background.
attacked.
Any idea why someone...
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
What kind of ship was it?
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel, only a handful of crew. But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them, the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
What's in this for me?
I can't afford to pay you anything. If I had that kind of cash, I'd have hired a recovery team to track him down already. Maybe you could look into this as a personal favor, you know? We humans have to stick together.
Isn't anyone else looking into this?
My brother's just a small independent trader. Ships like his disappear in the Traverse all the time.
If your brother's still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I actually don't think I
I'll
remember
forward them
this
to your
one.
ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Will do. Maybe that's what I'll focus on. We'll see. This way. Well, at the very least, let me see if I can resolve this silly conflict real quickly.
You're not allowed in here. This one believes it has the right. Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable C-Sec officer enlisted assistance?
Katie laying on the mousepad.
Why is the C-Sec officer harassing you?
The C-Sec officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
If that's all the C-Sec officer wants...
The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom.
So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now?
The CSEC officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching anywhere on the Citadel requires a permit.
So yes.
This one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the Enkindlers, and thus no permit should be necessary.
Except that you admitted that it is your religion,
Who are the
which means
Enkindlers?
preaching.
Your people know them as the Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Yeah,
Let me talk to the CSEC officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation.
This one would be most grateful for the assistance. Please let...
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying to express its beliefs.
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon.
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged?
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays.
Fun fact, they did.
This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
There we go.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
Yay! I think usually I actually resolve it the other way around, where he ends up being allowed to. But, meh. Apparently my insanity playthrough is... I'm still learning through things about this game.
The Hanar is left. Thank you.
Even though I've beaten it.
Happy to help.
Yeah, I don't know how many
Here,
times.
for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Probably a good idea. Peace. Level up. Okay, where am I going? I am going to the store. The store is around this way, I believe. In other words, I'm going totally the wrong way. Nothing new about that, though. Anything on the map that I should know about? Just out of curiosity. Okay. Yeesh. It's a little hard to control my, where I'm going with a cat. Oh well.
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be
In other words,
purchasing
he's good at
anything
his
today,
job.
Commander Shepard?
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry,
worries.
Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Yay! Good to go. That's the map. How's the journal? Some Marines, Privateers, the fan. Yeah, I can never remember what overall you do with that quest. I always don't do stuff or something. Oh dear. Remove my marker, please. Proceeding, talking bay. think this is where I want to go, docking bay. I accidentally got my hand attacked by the cat. That was a mistake. Let me use my mouse.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Oh, that thing. Yeesh. That's gonna be awful doing that. Yep, missing survey team. Oh no, that might be what's her face? Ow, the claws. Helps to exit menu, huh? Okay. Nothing else. Talk to people.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
Cat on keyboard.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A
Cat.
Spectre can't answer to anyone but
Shoot.
the Council.
Hey.
And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of.
You're still
Ask
awesome.
me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me.
And
I had
of course,
my shot. It came and
and
went.
of course the Council are dicks, so
Now
they
you have a
don't
chance to make up for my
look
mistakes.
back and be like, wait a minute, he was probably bad
I
back
won't
then
let
too.
you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got us Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
He's going down.
We have one more
I think
lead.
Udina was or not
Matriarch
Udina.
Benezia, the other
I
voice in
think
that recording.
He was supposed to say something.
She has a
there. That was
daughter, a
weird.
scientist who specializes in the Protheans.
I'm
We
gonna find her.
don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
What a jerk.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to.
Udina,
Captain
you are
Anderson
way
can
too
answer any
human-centric.
questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing.
You'll do
You're
good,
the
though.
one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Any extra intel you can give me?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
Trying to remember what's what.
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct
Snowstorms.
illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Sounds good.
I should go.
See you.
I'll be here if you need anything.
The Normandy is now my ship. Woohoo! Happy days. Open. Enter the Normandy.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Yeah, we are.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%.
Yep.
Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
That silhouette, though.
Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Booyakasha.
Well
or
said,
something.
Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
And we won't.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll die many, many, many times along the way, but we will not fail. More experience.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
He is very full of himself, but fully deserving of it.
I have to go.
Okay, bye.
Alright, see ya.
More experience. This is why you talk to people. Don't talk to people to learn things. Well, I suppose experience is learning things. Ignore me. Yay! I actually needed that.
Yes, Commander?
How are
Is
you
there
doing?
something you need?
How did you end up serving?
I enlisted right out of med school.
It's so hard not to skip. I'm
But
sorry.
I thought it seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
And you're one of the best.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
I wonder which one
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain.
You know, the fun
There's
stuff.
a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
More experience. Investigate everything. Learn everything. All the free experience that I can get my hands on. Oops. Oh, cool. I got stuff. Dick. No idea where that came from. Hey, Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll
You're
talk another
not
time,
helpful.
Lieutenant.
Commander?
Though I did apparently get some XP. No, or that may have just been left over. I don't know. And these are my quarters. Personnel manual examine. Blink. is Garrus in his... Oh, no, this is not his usual spot. I was thinking of Normandy SR2, my bad. In the Normandy SR2, these are basically where the main guns are, and Garrus hangs out there all the time. Not this ship, though. This is the SR1. Hey,
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
That's why I've been buying licenses.
Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased. But I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
There, so show
Let's
me.
see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Banshee 2 is worse. So you, Hurricane 3, worse. Okay. Got a little extra money there. Happy about that. A little extra experience. Here's Garrus working on the Mako. Can I examine it? No. Okay.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander.
Booyah.
I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things.
I keep expecting his textures to pop in, but that's not going to happen because this is an old game.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work.
Tell me about it.
If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
I see nothing wrong with
There's
that.
more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape.
Yep.
CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
Good for you.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
There's the Mako inspection.
Commander, good to see you.
Don't think I got experience from talking to him, but it's life. Hey, Ashley.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't mind
figured.
talking more later. Kinda would. No offense. I appreciate the rescue.
You wish...
Yes, if I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been...
Together.
They have... I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, she's basically just complaining about that one mission. There we go. Hey, Rex.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Come on.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation?
But that wasn't the Turians that did that. That was the Solarians.
Only a few in 1,000 children survive birth. And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago.
Why?
The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What do you mean?
Are people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time.
Yep.
It's just who we are, Shepard.
Kind of sad, really.
I can't change that. Nobody can.
You're wrong. I'll change it.
So long, Rex.
Just you wait and see. Yay, experience. Damn it. More experience. Engineer
Hey,
Adams.
Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You've got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
Silly question,
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Whoosh. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Yeah.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye.